Hey Lunacy Fighters, this is Shannon, and it's been a really long time since you've heard that opening, and there's a reason why. So, I've gotten lots of questions about what happened to Liberal Lunacy, why don't you do politics anymore? And so I figured it was time to address questions like that. So, sit back, and here we go. The story of Liberal Lunacy begins in 2012, and it started when I heard the story about the Fast and Furious scandal and the death of Border Patrol agent Brian A. Terry. So I decided to make a Facebook page because apparently I was a slacktivist and I wanted to do something. I wanted to bring it to light. And so I made a Facebook page called Justice for Border Patrol Agent Brian A. Terry. Yeah, I know that's a mouthful. But I started it up and I started posting memes and stories and all sorts of different things. And then pretty quickly I found a page called the Brian Terry Foundation, which was made by his family. And I didn't want to be disrespectful, so I decided, okay, I should change the name to something else. So I thought maybe something with an alliteration, and I came up with Liberal Lunacy. After that, the Liberal Lunacy page really started to take off, and I started, making my own memes and bringing on friends to work with me on the page, and it was a lot of fun, and I was really excited about it. And so everything was going well, and I decided, you know what, I will make a video and put it on the page. And so I made a video with the absolute worst sound ever, so echoey, I had no idea what I was doing. I filmed it on my bathroom floor, of all places, and it was probably the worst thing I have ever made. So after that horrible first video, I decided to get together with my friend Lizzie. Hey Lunacy Fighters, it's Shannon from Liberal Lunacy and the lovely Z coming at you. And I borrowed her laptop because I had no way of recording video on my own. And we started making YouTube videos together. We set up the YouTube channel. It was really cool. And it got some traction pretty quick because some other, conservative Facebook pages shared us, stuff like that. And we tackled some pretty decent topics, and it was fun, but we were rambly, we didn't really know what we were doing, we didn't go in with any defined plan, and we just sometimes, actually pretty frequently, our videos would be over 40 minutes. I don't know how people sat through them, but that was pretty embarrassing, and that went on for a few months in early 2013. And then it just kind of fell off. But then something happened. And I discovered Gamergate. And it was something I was actually passionate about. And so I decided, okay, it's time to revive this channel. So I started making videos about ethics in games journalism and Anita Sarkeesian and feminism and SJWs and politics, even more so. And it was awesome and exciting, but something strange started to happen. And even though I started every video with, hey Lunacy Fighters, this is Shannon, people called me Liberal Lunacy, which was a little strange, but I guess that makes sense because, people tend to call someone by what their channel is called or what their Twitter is called. And at some point, it just kind of started to depress me. I started losing myself in it. You know, I started resenting what I was making and not having fun anymore. And it got to the point where it's like, do I really want to do this? Is it fun anymore? Is it worth my time? And so while I was pregnant with my last son, I started to just not make videos because the drive was gone. So slowly I just decided to start making things that interested me, and I come up with things like, you know, which is a better musical, 1776 or Hamilton. I started my Sanctimommies series. I did a 2-part video about opioids and how pain patients are being treated like addicts. I made a video review of the show Rome. I started making silly videos, things like reading Cards Against Humanity cards in ASMR. I made a video of my bunnies jumping around, and I started having fun again. I started feeling like me again. People actually started calling me by my name, which was pretty great. And I'm happy making what I'm making now. I started a new channel altogether to pursue my passion for horror and the macabre. And I just got the first episode out for it, and I'm so excited because I worked so hard and it was months in the making, and I actually did it, and I'm so proud of myself, even though it's not the best and I have a lot of work to do. I actually did it, and I'm happy about it. And of course, politics are still important to me, and if something really happens that I'm really passionate about, I'll probably make a video about it, but it can't be my singular focus anymore. I can't do it. And that's okay. What actually inspired me to make this video was a stream I watched with Blair White. How she felt boxed in with the politics and was afraid to make things outside of that box that made her happy. And I thought, you know, wow, I totally understand that. I've been there. I just went through that in the past year or so. And I felt like people deserved an explanation of why I've changed, why everything has changed. So, you know, it's okay. Liberal Lunacy is gone. But I'm still here. And if you're still here too, thank you. So, if you're still around and you like what I do and you want to help support what I do, please check out below or in the end card to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because, you know, of YouTube's general douchebaggery of unsubscribing people from the page. Also, check out the links below or the end card as well for my new page called Under the Veil. I can't believe I've actually started it, and I've got episode 1 out. I will put a link to that as well in the description and in the end card. And if you want to support this channel and keep it going, if you stuck around for a reason, there will be links to ways you can support this, you know, the general PayPal, Patreon, Amazon wishlist, whatever. And thanks for sticking around and liking what I do, whether it's politics or not. So, yeah. Until next time, guys, this is Shannon, not Liberal Lunacy.